Bren. I am here today. I have a little bit of a haul, actually. It's nothing like super exciting. It's more so things I've stocked up on. So I'll show you that. I have a couple soaps as well and some candles. But the main reason for today's video is a review of the Pineapple Pancakes candle, which is really the only like super new and exciting thing that I have. But I picked this one up just yesterday. So I haven't burned it a ton. I've burned it 3 times. Normally I would burn a candle more than that before I gave a review, but I want to get the review out because there is a candle sale this weekend. Not a great one, 10 off, but still a sale. It's online. I think it's in most stores, so I know a lot of people are wondering about this. And I feel like after 3 burns, I have enough to say, but just know that this review is coming from that perspective, and I can't tell you about like how it performs halfway down or anything like that at this point, but I have thoughts. So the notes on this are fresh pineapple, fluffy pancakes, sweet banana slices, and browned sugar. And I have next to me today, for comparison's sake, a pineapple crumb cake. I have a pineapple cream puff, and because some people have been comparing it to it, a passionfruit vanilla cupcake. So we'll see how pineapple pancake stacks up against all of those. All right, from the burns that I've had so far, I've had no issues with the burn, standard mushroom tops and everything. But again, it's hard to say. They usually are okay in the first 3 burns, but no puny wick syndrome, which can happen. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and so I have 2 of these right now. I bought a second one, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it. This might be a one and done candle for me. I kind of bought a second one knowing that there's going to be more candles that come out that I am going to want and could exchange for, but I have 2 right now, so I have one unburned one as well to compare to these other candles. Okay. It's not a direct repackage of any of these other candles or any other candle that I'm aware of, but it is similar. I can understand why people have compared it to all of these things. Just based on the name alone, I think a lot of people speculated that it might be Pineapple Crumb Cake. It's not. And so let me get into, first let me just tell you what I think this smells like. Then we'll kind of do comparisons. So first and foremost, it smells like pineapples and brown sugar. The brown sugar really stands out, and it almost is like a little too sweet. I feel like if there were a lot more brown sugar, it would veer towards being almost kind of mapley or molasses, and that I wouldn't be into at all. But it's not quite there, so I don't mind it. But definitely pineapple, brown sugar. The pineapple note itself smells a lot like the other pineapple notes. Particularly, I think the pineapple cream puff kind of pineapple note, which is to say it's very sweet. It's not too tart. It's definitely reminiscent of like a pineapple upside down cake in terms of the pineapple note. It's not citrusy or tropical at all. In addition to pineapple and brown sugar, when you're burning it, there's really not a bakery note per se, and I don't really get too much vanilla either. It's mostly sweet pineapple, but I do, and here's the thing, Tina Divalicious mentioned this, and now I smell it, but if he hadn't said it, I don't know that I would get this, but there is kind of a little bit of like a cooking scent to it, like he was saying like a greasy grill, like a griddle, like when you're grilling pancakes. I kind of get a little bit of something that's a little bit of like a burnt note or like a cooking scent. I don't really like that. It's not super noticeable. Like I said, if he hadn't said that, if I hadn't watched his review, I don't know if I would have come up with that on my own. But because he said that, I was paying attention, and I sort of was getting that, especially on the first burn. And I'm not really that into it, like when I cook stuff and grill stuff in my house, I'm usually like opening the windows and trying to get it out of here. There's a little bit of that, perhaps, or perhaps it smells a bit like, I'm trying to think of a dessert where you might, on creme brulee, how they use a little torch, like a caramelized pineapple. Maybe that's the term that I'm looking for or thinking of. Something a little bit like cooking, but definitely like a heavy sweetness from this amount of brown sugar that's in this candle, and then a light kind of sweet pineapple scent. That's basically what I'm getting. And I'm editing right now, and I realize I did not say if I thought it smelled like banana, and I know someone's gonna ask because that's in the notes. No, I don't think that it smells like banana, although the light sweetness, I could see it. I would not have definitely thought banana if it wasn't in the notes. But just how like light and sweet it is, like I guess, it's there, but it doesn't come through burning. So anyway, and then as far as strength and throw, because I also left that out, like where is my head today? This one is pretty strong, and I would give it like a 7 out of 10 on strength and throw. So it's definitely sufficient, and you wouldn't want it to be any stronger because I think it would be too sweet then. So that's how I feel about strength and throw. But anyway, moving on. Now, as far as comparisons, I have to say that the reason this might be a one and done candle for me is not that it's bad or that I don't like it. I just like these other pineapple scents better. And so if I'm in the mood for a pineapple dessert scent, I'm probably always going to reach for Pineapple Creampuff or Pineapple Crumb Cake. So I don't really need more Pineapple Pancakes because these are just better to me. But if you don't have these, you don't have any other pineapple scents, you're new to Bath & Body Works, what have you, then I don't think Pineapple Pancakes is bad. The difference is, and I didn't formulate my thoughts on this ahead of time. I'm going with it. This is a live, a live comparison. Okay. Pineapple Pancakes, definitely sweeter. And the pineapple is just not as forward. Whereas in Pineapple Crumb Cake, the pineapple is definitely like more like juicy and fresh, and it has a little more tang and tartness. Pineapple Crumb Cake is not as sweet. It doesn't have all that brown sugar, but most importantly, I think in Pineapple Crumb Cake, I do get a bakery note. I do get like a yellow cake note, and I just don't get that in Pineapple Pancakes. I actually think Pineapple Pancakes, if it's the closest one that I have that it is to, that was worded poorly, but you know what I'm saying, is probably Pineapple Creampuff. Definitely not the same, but as I mentioned, the pineapple note feels like it might be the same. But Pineapple Creampuff has no like brown sugar, no sweetness, nothing like that. It's really just like pineapple and vanilla, and that's pretty much it. But it has the same kind of sweet pineapple. So if you could imagine Pineapple Creampuff and then someone putting in like brown sugar and a little bit of like maybe like a cooking, burnt, kind of caramelized note to that pineapple, you're almost there. And then people who compared it to Passionfruit Vanilla Cupcake, I think that comparison basically just comes from the fact that, I mean, when Passionfruit Vanilla Cupcake came out, people were comparing it to Pineapple Creampuff. This was a big discussion, these two versus one another, because it has the same like light, airy, sweet, fruity note. Is there pineapple in this one? There's not, but the reason that Passionfruit Vanilla Cupcake and Pineapple Creampuff were similar is just because of that sweet fruit note. So I think people who hadn't smelled Pineapple Creampuff, but just smelled Pineapple Pancakes, might have kind of made that jump to it having a similar kind of sweet fruit thing, but really this is a far leap to get from Pineapple Pancakes to Passionfruit Vanilla Cupcake. I mean, they're definitely not the same, and I wouldn't have even pulled that one off the shelf if other people hadn't been comparing it, but I'm not really connecting the two. Like I said, they're somewhat, I get it now, kinda, but it's a degrees of separation thing. They're not really that similar. But yeah, so Pineapple Pancakes, it's all right. They took a shot. I just don't enjoy it as much as Pineapple Crumb Cake or Pineapple Creampuff. It's definitely got a very sweet brown sugar note, borders on a like too sweet, like mapley kind of scent, but not quite. And then when you're burning it, it definitely has the feel that you're like cooking something. And so it's okay. You know, it's all right. It's not bad. I don't love it. That's how I feel about it. I feel like, you know, try it out maybe if you're curious, if you're trying to decide if you should order it online or not. I think for my advice would be, you know, assuming you like pineapple scents and that's why you're wondering about it and watching this video. If you don't have pineapple crumb cake or pineapple cream puff, or you have those but you feel like you don't have enough, like this could sub in for you. But if you have those other candles, I don't think this is better than those. That's just my personal opinion though, and someone else might. So maybe try one, but I don't know. I probably wouldn't advise you to get like 10 or anything. I don't think it's like that great or unique. It's not like the best of the best. And I'm definitely enjoying raspberry jam donut and coconut cream pie more. So if you're going to be stocking up on anything during this sale, I would highly advise you to stock up on coconut cream pie. It's my favorite from this whole Valentine's Day collection that's rolled out. And I have obtained 3 more. 1, 2, 3. In addition to the one that I have from before, which is half gone now. So I'm at 3.5. I think that'll do it, but I've really been enjoying this. And I actually exchanged one of my raspberry jam donuts for another one of these, putting me at like 3.5 of each of those 2 cents. But I have been reaching for this 100% over raspberry jam donut, which I like. You know, I gave it a good review. I like that one, but this coconut cream pie has totally been my jam lately. So love this one. And then also today I picked up a Tiki Beach just because I love to burn Tiki Beach this time of year. It's like the perfect transition scent from like, it's snowing outside, but I want to pretend I'm at the beach. I really like Tiki Beach in like January and February. I've said that a million times. Then I grabbed this one. This also might end up being something that I exchange or swap for the new candles coming out. But I grabbed a fresh orange, and I've tried this one before and I didn't really like it. So like my mom and I were discussing how it smells so good on cold. Like it smells amazing right now. I just want to just leave my nose in it all day. It's so good, but we just both remember that it burned kind of crappy and it sort of got like a weird kerosene and like bitter smell when it was burning. But it smells so good on cold. I was like, well, let me grab it, knowing that there's candles coming up that I'm going to want something to exchange for. If not like today's sale was good, but if those, you know, new candles come out and they're full price, I have a swap now. But I wasn't going to burn it because I seem to remember not liking it when it was burning. But then when I went to my mom's to drop off the stuff that I got for her today, she was like, well, I kind of want to burn it too. And I was like, well, if you'll return the burned one, I don't want to return any more burned candles. I know they let you and whatever, but I just always feel bad and awkward about it. I don't know. And then we did soaps. My mom got 4, so I just got 2 so we could get the 6 price. I got a coconut cream pie, and it smells a lot like the candle. I don't know how much I'm going to love this one, but I thought, well, I like the candle so much. Let me try it out. I dripped it all over the place. Yeah, I mean, it does smell like the candle. Then I grabbed a raspberry tangerine, and I'm not a big fan of this candle, but I've always really liked the soap, but I've never had it. And so I thought, you know, I like this packaging a lot. I think it's really cute, so let this be the time that I try it. It smells like sherbet to me, the soap. The candle's got some weird stuff going on, but this just smells more fruity and good to me. So that was what I got. That's what I have now. Yes, Lemon Cake Pop is coming out, and according to Scents Galore, it's London Tea and Biscuits, which is what I predicted. But then she also posted some other new stuff. I don't even remember. I need to go look at Instagram. Okay, so there's a carrot cake one coming out, which is probably a repackage of pumpkin carrot cake from like 2012, I want to say. Orange pineapple punch could be good, and iced blueberry biscotti, which is in this packaging. And I had my money on that being a repackage of sugared blueberry donut. But she's saying no, not blueberry pie, not blueberry sugar, not sugared blueberry donut. So that could be new, or it could just be, you know, a tweak like they like to do now. Well, I'll have to wait and see. But anyway, yeah, that's what's coming up. And I also, stay tuned because I'm going to do a Q&A. I already have my Q's, and I just need to film the A's part of that. But I will have that out pretty soon. Otherwise, in the meantime, you can follow me on Instagram. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Have a great MLK day, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.